guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney Q, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the real tea about being on first dates. Merry Christmas!
Evening. This Christmas. I'm Whitney. So you ready to feel the heat with somebody today?
Oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, so recently my episode on first dates aired on the 27th of December at 9 p.m. on Channel 4. First Dates featuring Whitney Q. First Dates is a TV show where you basically go on a blind date with cameras around for the UK public to view. And my gosh, wasn't I scared. I
was shooketh. I was
so scared. First of all, because I literally went onto that show as myself and I'm putting myself out there. Second of all, I speak about something very personal that happened to me, and this for the whole world to know, or the UK, but you know, the whole world to know. Thirdly, I filmed it such a long time ago that I have forgotten half of the things I said. I'm like, have I said anything that's embarrassing? Am I going to embarrass my mother? Am I going to embarrass my mother? Is this going to be a catastrophe? Is this going to ruin me? Oh no, why did I do this? Why? Anywho, let me give you the tea. So, I filmed First Dates in October 2021. The reason why I filmed first, the reason why I applied to go into the show was because I was actually watching Marriage at First Sight. And I said, I'll be so good on this show. I will be so good in this show because I'm a self-aware queen, and I will be able to sit there and say, you're mad, you're gaslighting me, you're this, you're not self-aware, you need to go to therapy. That was literally like, I'm going to go into this show, I'm going to go on Married at First Sight and just basically tell everyone about themselves. So I applied for Married at First Sight, but they didn't get back to me. And you know what? Everything happens for a reason, because I feel like that show would have butchered me. I don't know about what you guys think about Married at First Sight, but I feel like, I don't know, it can either go really well or really bad. Then after I finished applying, First Dates popped up and I was like, you know what? First Dates is actually a really cute show, so I'm going to just apply for it. So this was around August 2021. So I applied for it, and then they got back to me within 3 days. They were like, we love you. And they set up basically a telephone interview. So I remember walking home, having this telephone interview with them, talking about, you know, what I've been through, why I'm single, what I'm looking for. And then they said they want me to be part of the Christmas special. And I said, whoa, Christmas. Christmas is a bit of me. If you know me very well, you know Christmas is a bit of me. I love a Christmas. I love Christmas. It's the best time of the year. It's my birthday. It's festive. The trees are out. The lights are bright. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. We ain't no Grinch around here. It's Christmas. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to be a part of this. So I had my telephone interview. Then they proceed to set up a video call interview. Set up the video call interview. It was great. It was great. I was just talking about, I feel like my personality like just came through the camera for them. And they said, okay, cool, we're gonna book you in to do your master interview. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Did my master interview. The master interview is when you have the love heart in the back. And they were asking a lot of questions. And they asked a lot of questions in terms about my past relationships, why I am where I am now, what I'm looking for. And it kind of felt like a therapy session. It took about an hour, I'm gonna say. And I said a lot. I said a lot about, you know, my past relationship and, you know, the recent heartbreak that I had been through. So I remember coming out of that interview, I don't want to do this no more, because I don't want this to go out and people are going to think I'm still talking about them, and I don't want that. I don't want to do this no more. But obviously, when you're just having a conversation with someone and someone's asking you questions, you're just going to answer it naturally. So I kind of want to do this no more. So I remember calling my friend Wilhelmina, like, Wilhelmina, I don't want to do this show no more. She's like, no, why? I said, no, because of this person's going to think about this, and this person's going to think that. I care too much about what other people are going to think. And she's like, Whitney, you want to do this. Why are you caring about what people think? And I'm like, no, but I was really like, then I got home. Then I told my mum. My mum was like, no, this is your story. This is your truth. You can go out there and say it. I was like, okay, my mum's backing me. That's fine. I'm going to continue and do it. So then they said they're going to try and find me a match. Because in the interview, they asked you, what are you looking for? I can't lie. I did say I'm looking for 50 Cent. I can't lie. But I gave them a rate. I said George Clooney. I said David Beckham. I said Ovi. I said like a whole range of, just a good looking man, you know, just nice man, nice and tall, nice man. So they were like, okay, cool, we're gonna look for your match. I was at work one day, then they called me, they said, we think we found someone for you, but they've got this. And I was like, oh, I don't want to say it out loud because, you know, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I can go on TV. And I don't mind, but on TV, I don't really mind. They were like, are you sure? I was like, they were like, don't worry, we're gonna match you, we're gonna match you. Then 3 days later, they said they found me a match. Like, they found me a match. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They're like, we're getting you a ticket to Manchester. We're gonna get you a hotel. That's where the film is gonna take place. And you're gonna get up there, you're gonna have your first date. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna go on this first date. And I couldn't say, you know what, I said a little snippet here and there on social media that I'm applying for it. I said to people, I'm going to apply for it. People were encouraging me, saying that you'd be great on TV. But once I got the confirmation that I'm definitely doing it, I couldn't say what is going on. I couldn't film like, oh guys, I'm here filming first dates. I couldn't do none of that, you know. Anyway, they got me to this really cute hotel in Manchester. So I traveled from London to Manchester on the Friday night, and the date took place on the Saturday. So then you get text messages from them. They love a WhatsApp, by the way. So you get text messages from them, and then they're like, oh, you need to be ready and downstairs to meet your runner for 11 o'clock. So you went downstairs and you can kind of see all the other girls that are going to be on the show. And I met some really cool girls. Shout out to you, Mandy. Shout out to you. I met some cool people, and we were like so nervous. We don't know what's going on. So anyway, Lewis, who was my runner, came and picked me up. Who's a showrunner, came to pick me up to basically take me to another location. I was asking Lewis questions. I'm like, do you know who our date is? Do you know what he looks like? And Lewis was like, I don't know. I bothered Lewis, and I was like really, really nervous. We then shot the scene where, you know, like when you're walking inside, you shot that scene. So I'm all walking my heels, kick on with my jacket, and I'm imagining my head like, Whitney, 32, from London, is looking for, like, that was literally going in my head. So I walked, I did it. Then it took me to another place, and I just had to basically sit there and wait. Then I had to go to another place, and they had sweets, and they were very, like, I must say, the production crew was very nice to me. They're like, you look so beautiful, Whitney. Like, they make you feel good. This is when the cameras start rolling. I start walking in, and I see the Christmas tree, and you know, I love a Christmas. So I'm taking pictures of the Christmas tree. Then I go into the restaurant, and I see Fred, and we have like this really nice conversation. And then we take the cutest selfie ever. He calls me the selfie queen. He takes the cutest selfie ever. And then I then go to the bar, and then I have a conversation there, and I talk about my Whitney's Wednesdays, which I'm going to touch a lot about on this channel. Whitney's Wednesdays in terms of your well-being and doing something nice for yourself. So Whitney's Wednesdays is the day that I take to do self-care or something nice for myself, even if it's just for an hour or two. Then I remember being on my phone, messaging my friend like, oh my gosh, I'm here, I'm so nervous. But then, you know, I just leave my phone, I'm like, let me just concentrate on what's happening. Then I look over, then I see Reddy is who my date is. I was like, oh, I got a bit, oh, like, oh. Okay. Reddy comes over, we have our date. If you haven't watched the episode, please watch the episode. He comes over, we have our date, and the date was great. Like, we had so much fun. We spoke about way more than what was in the episode. We spoke about holidays. We spoke about a lot. I can't remember now, but the way they edited, they had to cut it down, because I guess altogether was about 15 minutes or so. Then afterwards, when we was done with the date, then they kind of like took us away. They separated us. Then I had to take my official pictures whilst he was doing his interview. Then whilst I was doing my interview, then he had to take his pictures. And then basically it's just to see how we felt after the date. And then we came together to say whether we want to see each other or not. So that's what happened. And then afterwards we did some Christmas carol singing and yada yada yada. So that's what happened. It took a whole day to film it. It was very, very tiring, but it was fun nonetheless. There were some points of the day where I completely forgot the cameras were there. The cameras are very small. It's not like the big cameras, like there's a cameraman in your face. No, it's very small, so that you're very comfortable and you just become yourself. You forget that you're on a TV show. I had so much fun filming this episode. It was great. I loved it. I would recommend it for someone that just wants to like do something that scares them. I think that was part of the reason why I did this. I wanted to do something that actually scares me. Like, whoa, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm happy I did this because now I've unlocked a new potential in me, and I'm like, whoa, okay. What can we do with this? So I definitely recommend it. It was a great experience. just apply. You never know. You never know. In terms of my mental health, 2020 TV, the production company, really prioritized my mental health. So I had a psychiatry session just after my master interview, and I spoke about my anxiety of what people are going to think and yada yada yada. Like I spoke a lot about that. Then we didn't speak again because the show wasn't going to be aired. But when I found out the show was going to be aired, I had another session with her. Bless her, she was in Australia and she called me just to see how I was. And I spoke about my anxiety because it was filmed so long ago. So I just wasn't sure what was being said, what was being edited, and I was just very, very nervous. The producer got in touch with me and actually spoke through the episode with me on the phone. So after I did that, I was like, okay, cool. Okay, this episode is actually quite nice. This should be okay. This should be fine. But then it's social media that's scary. Social media is a scary element. I mean, you can come across in such a positive way and then someone's just going to drag you on social media. So I had sessions whereby they suggested that I make my social media private, I don't look on there, and I just protect my space. And that's what I essentially did. But once I figured out that it was good things, my friends were like, oh, they actually say nice things about you on Twitter. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, cool. So yeah, in terms of my well-being and mental health, going on TV as yourself is not for the faint-hearted. And I felt like I had the support around me to be able to do this. Me and Reddy are not dating, we are friends, we are in contact with each other. We were both very nervous about this going out there. We were both very, very nervous. But no, we're not dating, so that's the tea, guys. I know that's the main question. We didn't go on a second date, but yeah, no, we're not dating, so yeah. Would I do this again? I actually would. Now that I've done it, it's not as scary. I think the first time you do something is not as scary as it is the second time or the third time or the fourth time. It's just doing it the first time, isn't it? So I would actually do this again. I would do other shows. I definitely will not do Love Island. I don't even feel like I'm part of the aesthetics of Love Island. No. But I will do other stuff. And I'm just trying to get into my presenting bag. Like, I would love to present, I would love to like interview people, but I would love to do stuff that shows my personality as well. So if you know anyone that would like, I'm gonna plug, this is a shameless plug. If you want me to be part of your show, holla at your girl, holla at your girl. And yeah, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't watched it, go on channel4.com. It's the Christmas special 2022. I am also featured on the Goggle Box episode. I believe it's season 20, episode 16. I'll write it down in the description in case I've got it wrong. But yeah, I'm on a Goggle Box episode in terms of they are watching my date. I love the comments that they said about me, and it was just really nice to kind of see it from a perspective from someone that doesn't know me, because yeah. And also I have had DMs from women talking about how they've been through a really bad heartbreak and my episode really inspired them to, you know, just pick themselves up and become a better person and put themselves out there again. So I'm really, really happy about that, because my mission really was to help at least one person out there. And that's I just want all of us to be in a place whereby we feel fulfilled, we feel happy. Happiness and peace is such a big priority in my life, and it's what helped me get to where I am now. Yes, if you've reached the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Expect more videos because we're gonna have a good time on this channel, okay? It's gonna be good, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be fun, okay? Until next time, bye.